The topic I want to talk about today is, where do you find the jobs? Do you find them online? Do you find them offline? How do you get them? What kind of projects are there? That's the kind of topic I want to talk about. Firstly, I find all of my work online. I don't find my work in person. I don't have to go to a physical studio to record. I do this all from home, all online. That's the beauty of this, is that you're actually able to do this work completely remote, from your closet, from your bedroom, anywhere you have a Wi-Fi connection, hotel, Airbnb, whatever the case may be. Yes, I'm finding the jobs online through either websites, social media, directly through email, but the point is I'm getting these projects online. Now, some people have been creative. I have some students that have actually met people in person, authors at a convention, and have been able to network and find projects that way. That's also being creative. That's thinking outside the box. There are jobs everywhere. You just have to be a little creative sometimes to find them. But for me, I've been able to find the majority of my projects through online. Now, you do have to market yourself. So people have to know you exist. They have to be able to hear your voice. And then they have to know how to contact you. Those are kind of the three main ingredients for actually getting people to be able to contact you. Make sure they know you exist. Make sure that they have a way to contact you and hear your voice. Those three things. Know that you exist, a way to listen to your voice, and a way to contact you. For example, I have a student who actually was able to get work by doing audiobooks, reading audiobooks on YouTube. She was posting projects on YouTube, and someone heard her voice, they liked how she read, and they asked her to do a project for them. Thankfully, she did have a way to contact. So again, marketing is letting people know you exist. Nobody can book you if they don't know you exist. The second thing is, can they listen to your voice? Have a good demo, have good quality sound. And the third thing, make sure there's an easy way to contact you. And even better, make it a call to action. If you like my voice and you are interested in getting a voiceover recorded for you, please contact me at this email address. Boom. Now a potential customer, they find you, they can hear you, they like what they hear, they know exactly what to do to get in touch with you. And then you can take it from there. Pretty cool stuff. We got a comment here, which is, out of the 4 years being on TikTok, I've never seen a person more complete and well put together. Wow, that means a lot. Thank you so much, my friend. I love doing this. That's a big compliment. Thank you. I'm passionate about this. Been doing this for 14 years, so I have a lot of knowledge to share, a lot of gems to actually drop on this live. But yeah, that is the main topic for today. It's about the jobs, voiceover jobs, because people always ask me, where can I find the projects? Where can I find the customers? And the projects are in multiple places. They're all around you. Online, social media, sometimes in person by networking. I even had one of my students actually find projects on Twitter. I like the name Twitter a lot more than X, so I'm going to keep calling it Twitter. That's just me. Twitter, people are posting projects. If you find the right groups, you can actually audition for those projects. The website I use is called Fiverr. A lot of you might know about Fiverr already, but it's basically a freelancing website, which means if you have something you're good at, you can offer it on that website. You can actually make a gig, a profile, and say, hey, this is what I do, this is how much I charge, this is how you can order from me. And you can even include extras. So fast delivery, a high quality file, multiple voices, different takes, commercial rights, broadcast rights, whatever the case may be. So that in a nutshell is where you get the projects. That is how you get the work, and etc. Now, let's go ahead and start our typical live, which is basically I'm going to answer how to get started. Everybody wants to know, how do I get started? So if you're ready to learn that, double tap that screen for me real quick. Let's get to 500 likes. Can we get to 500 likes? Double tap that screen. Every counts. Every like counts. We got somebody that says, I do cartoon voices. I like that. If you can do cartoon voices, all the better. That is an industry. That is a niche. That is something that a lot of people are willing to pay good money for. We got Rita here who says, I want to start with audiobooks, but I want to do animation. At what point do I have to get an agent? Or do I? I'm not really making Instagram or TikTok. You don't have to get an agent. You don't have to have a manager. You don't have to be part of an agency. I've been able to do this independently, which means all my own customers, all my own gear, my own pricing, my own deadline. I'm in control of my business. because you are the business. You can do this independently. That's how I prefer it. Being able to talk directly to my customers, being able to set my own prices, being able to negotiate. If you have an agent, you can't do that. So that's how I feel about it anyway. But there are some people who have found success with agents, and that's totally cool. But I'm here to teach you the way to do it independently, how to do it on your own. All right, cool. So that's the qualifications. You don't have to have agents or a manager or a degree in voiceover. You can do this independently. Reset Your Life says, what kind of voiceovers do you do? All kinds. I'm talking commercials. I'm talking radio ads. I'm talking video games, arcade machines, even toys, podcasts, audiobooks. The list goes on and on. I've done all kinds of projects. And I've learned that it helps if your voice is very versatile. So the more styles you can do, the more people you'll be able to help. And yes, there is a need for all kinds of voices. So people ask me, how do I know if I have the right voice? You have the right voice. The thing is, you have to train it to have good enunciation, good flow, good use of pauses, good enthusiasm, and you can learn this stuff. Are you a natural talent? I don't think I was. I definitely don't think I was. I was very shy, very timid as a kid growing up, so I definitely didn't speak very much, but I loved just using my voice. I loved recording. Something about it just excited me. I think I used to watch cartoons, and I think that's what kind of got me interested. All the silly and wacky voices. And so I decided to give it a shot back in 2010, and I just started it as a side hustle, and it grew from there, and now it's my main hustle. And so people ask me how to get started, what do I need? So that's why I'm here, to give you the information as well. Double tap that screen for me if you're ready to learn. Let's get to 1,000 likes real quick. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Wendy Williams inspired you. That is excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Reset Your Life says, I'm a radio broadcaster in New York. That's excellent. That means you already have a lot of that talent with you. Now, not to say that, you have to have experience coming in. I've seen a lot of people be successful without experience because they learn it. They take the time to train their voice. But you, my friend, you have voice control. You have that voice presence. If you are a singer, if you are a public speaker, if you have used your voice, people giving you compliments before, these are all benefits. That's all plus. I'm not saying it's required, but it definitely will help. So definitely look into this. Oh golly, Miss Nolly says, nice. I've been interested in this and recently did one for my company social media ad. That is excellent, my friend. So you already have some experience. It's time to start getting paid for more projects just like that. What training should we take? Well, you definitely want to learn how to put your booth together, how to start recording, how to start editing, how to train your voice. All of that is in a starter course I've put together. I have a starter course that I've made for beginners that walks them through the whole process. It's an online course that you can take on your phone or on your computer. That is available in the link in my bio. It's a one-time $27. I'll get into that later, but first I want to answer a couple more questions here. G-Funk says, I have my broadcasting degree, but don't know where to start doing voiceover work. So I want to talk about the projects. I will talk about that in depth as well. Another good question here from Ocean Spray. What about AI? Will that impact the need for voiceovers by people? Here's the thing about AI. It doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have life. It doesn't have emotion the way a real human voice does. Customers can tell the difference. Matter of fact, companies and customers are explicitly saying, we don't want an AI voice. We want a real human voice. And so the projects are still flowing. They're still growing. A lot of companies have budgets set aside for voice talent. So why would they pay for an imitation of the real thing when they could just get the real thing? And so, companies know that they want to connect with their audience. They want a real voice that connects with their audience, that connects with their buyers and their demographic. That's why they want real people. Another question here is, can you kindly give us an example with your voice? So a style that I commonly do is an engaging and enthusiastic style, like an ad. So something like, this is Tom. Uh-oh, looks like Tom's running a little late to work today. Don't worry, Tom. That's where we come in. Download us now on the Apple App Store or Google Play. We're like Uber, but for animals. So something like that you might hear like when you're just watching YouTube or you're just listening to an ad. It's a very engaging, just very high energy style. But that's one style of voice. And your voice is going to be good at certain styles. Some of them are more easier to do, like a voicemail. You've reached Tom's Fix-It Computers. We're not available to take your call at the moment. Please leave a message. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. So something like that, a company could pay $100 just for a simple voicemail. That's the cool thing about it. There's a need for all kinds of voices, male voices, female voices of different ages. If you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, doesn't matter. There is a need for people like you.